Good morning, students. Welcome to the next lecture of electronic measurements and instrumentation. Today our topic is measurement of proximity. Measurement of proximity. So what is meant by proximity? As per the definitions of some of the dictionaries, they are saying that the proximity is closeness or reaching each other together. That is almost it is very close together. That is about the proximity. So we can say that very nearer. Okay. So these two hands are representing very close each together. Okay. Right. Now, as an electronics engineer, we have to develop or we have to detect the closeness of things. Okay. That is, we have to design different types of proximity sensors. We have to design the proximity sensor. So today's concept is measuring the proximity by using different types of sensors. So these are some of the sensors which are available basically in the field. Okay, let us see the concept of proximity. Right. So see here we have two pictures. By using these two pictures, we can see the concept of proximity. Okay, actually the word proximity means nearness or closeness. Nearness or closeness. The property of being close together. That means some of the properties are going to be close together. So see here, in these two pictures, so this red color lines are emitted signals from this proximity sensor. And here also we have some inductive type sensor. From this inductive type sensor, yellow color light is coming out. Next. So coming to here, a target device is coming close to this sensor. Okay, the target device is coming too close to the sensor, then the light is going to be on. Then the signal is going to be on. When the target is close together, then here the red color indication you can see. When the target is close, the signal will be available at the output of this sensor. Some electrical signal available at this sensor. At the same time, see here. Okay, when the target is close together, then the LED light is going to glow. Okay, the LED light is going to glow. In these two concepts, whenever some object is coming to near to this device, it is going to generate a different electrical signal, right? So previously if it is off, now it is going to on. Previously if it is going to on, now it is going to off. Like that. So the variation we can see by using this type of proximity sensors. See these examples. Now, what are these proximity sensors? What is exactly these sensors which do? A proximity sensor is a sensor able to detect the presence of nearby object without any physical contact. So without touching any objects, it is saying that it is very close together. It is very close to me. Like that, the proximity sensor is going to explain here. So see here, the definition of this one. A proximity sensor is a sensor able to detect the presence nearby objects without any physical contacts. So the nearby objects information it is going to explain. Most likely, a plate of glass or plastic separates the two. Although you are likely to touch the separating element, there are no physical contacts with the sensor. That means, if the thing is separating in between two parameters with a glass or with a plastic material, without touching, without contact, it is going to observe some object is very nearer to me. Like that, it is going to identify its behavior. Right. So now coming to that, the proximity sensor. Proximity sensor mostly used as displacement sensor. So this proximity sensors will give the displacement information. So for example, here now I am here. After some time I am going to be here. So from there to here I have moved some displacement. This displacement behavior we can see with the help of proximity sensors. Right. It makes use of infrared light emitting diodes as energy source and phototransistors are detectors. So, for identifying the nearby devices, the proximity sensor is consisting of a ILED and transistor. Yeah, the use of ILED, infrared LED, is going to emit some infrared signals from that light emitting diode. So after transmitting this LED signals, that is light emitting signals, that is infrared signals from this ILED, the phototransistor is going to detect the reflected signals. So the infrared signals are transmitted by LED. So the infrared signals are transmitted in the free air. Now, whenever the object is coming to very close to this infrared sensor, the infrared sensor is going to back, that is going to reflecting back to the source. So when they are reflecting, then the phototransistor is going to detect that infrared signals. That infrared signals are detected at the source by the help of phototransistor. This system is efficient and requires less space. This type of systems are very small in sizes, so this will work with very efficiently and with less size. Okay. This is about the proximity sensors. Now, so let us see the types of proximity sensors. We have different types of proximity sensors in the market. So the first one, capacitive displacement sensor. Second one, Doppler effect. Third one, inductive. Fourth one, larger range finder, laser range finder, and passive optical, passive thermal infrared, and a lot of operations based proximeters or proximity sensors are available in the field. Now, let us see proximity sensors in smartphones. What is use of proximity sensor in smartphones? Right, proximity sensors in smartphones. The proximity sensor is common on most smartphones that ones have a touch screen. Presently we are all using the smart mobiles which are touch mobiles. So all the touch based smart mobiles have this type of proximity sensor. What is the proximity sensor operation? When the smartphone we are getting a call, we are receiving the call. So after lifting the call, we are going to put this phone and very near to our ear. When it detects an object, so the infrared sensors we are placing on the side of the front camera of each and every smart mobile. So beside the front camera, we are placing the proximity sensor. When we are going to call, when we are going to talk with another person by using that call, the mobile we are keeping at our ear. So when we are keeping our mobile at ear, then automatically the display is going to be switched off. The display is going to be off, but the phone is going to be function, but display only is going to be off. The touch is going to be deactivated. So for that reason, no other option will be highlighted, no other option will be activated. So there is no disturbances from our after touching this ear or any other surfaces. So the proximity sensors, when the call is received, in front of the proximity sensor, if is there any obstacle, automatically the phone is going to be switch off its display. This is because the primary function of the proximity sensor is to be disable accidental touch events. So the accidental touch events we have to remove or we have to reduce. For that reason, we are using this proximity sensor. The most common scenario being the ear coming in contact with the screen and generating touch events while on a call. When we are on the call, when we are conversation with other person, the ear is going to be touched to the other parts of the smart mobiles. Then automatically it is going to be malfunctioning. If your proximity sensor close to the speaker, then it will detect any object in the vicinity of the speaker. If any object is present, then the touch events can be assumed to be accidental and it ignored. So this is a major function of the proximity sensors. And so coming to here, we have different types of applications for the proximity sensor. So coming to these applications, these proximity sensors we can use in the parking systems. So generally, in most of the countries, in most of the developed countries, the parking systems we are using with the proximity sensors. So they have in the parking systems area, they have a display like this. Okay, so this is the total structure of the parking area. each box is ready to hold a car. Each box is ready to hold a car. So the total picture is divided into some parking area available places. So in this area we can place one car, right? If physically a car is coming to the parking area and if it is placed in this at that part, on that part we are placing a proximity sensor. So at the place here we are keeping one proximity sensor. So when a car is arrived here and if it is parked here, the proximity sensor, the car and proximity sensor very near to each other, then the proximity sensor will generate a signal. So based on the signal, we can say that this area of parking is booked. And if the proximity sensor is activated here also, then this area is also going to be booked here. So like that we can say how many vacant slots and how many cars we can still park in that place. Otherwise, is there any rush or is there any vacancy? This type of information we can see by using this proximity sensors at the parking places. So based on this, we are calling the proximity sensors as parking sensors. Okay, so these parking sensors we are generally placing at the bumpers or it may be some walls, whatever it may be, is based on our requirement. Next, ground proximity warning system for aviation safety. So for aviation safety, when the flight is going to be landing, when the flight is going to take off, at that time the flight is going is taking the takeoff or not. This type of activities we can measure by the help of proximity sensors. Vibration measurements of rotating shafts in the machinery. If it is there any vibrations, then the machine is going to when the machine is going to be vibrate, there may be a chance of mechanical failure. If is there any type of small vibration, those type of vibrations we can use with the help of proximity sensors. And conveyor systems, beverage and food can making lines, automatic door openers. So these are all the applications we can design with the help of proximity sensors for the smooth operation purpose. So see here one example. In a conveyor belt, on a conveyor belt, we are keeping some boxes. So the boxes, when the boxes are moving, the boxes is reaching at that place or not. Otherwise, for counting the box, we can use the proximity sensor. So the proximity sensor will identify the box when the boxes are moving. If the box is coming, automatically the proximity sensor will generate a signal and it will show at the output of this digital sensor is on and off functionality. If the box is there, it is showing on. If the box is not there, it is showing off. Like that it is showing. So at the end of this proximity sensor, if you are connected a counter, if you are connected a digital counter, you can count how many number of boxes are coming in this area through this proximity sensor. Like that we can count the number of boxes also. Generally, these type of proximity sensors we are using in the present field. Right. We can see the presence of box also sometimes. So we can see this type of proximity sensors behavior more accurately with the distance measurement operation also. So let us see here, a box is moving from here to here, so from the down to top. When the box is moving, see here how much far it is there with the proximity sensor. So from the proximity sensor, so see here 12 inches, 10 inches, 11 inches, 9 inches, 8 inches, like that it is showing how much distance will be there. So this is nothing but as the proximity smart sensor. The proximity smart sensor, it will identify the object and it will see how much distance is there from the proximity sensors to object. Okay, how much distance it is covered. That is, it is calculating some displacement. Okay, it is calculating some displacement by using this proximity sensor, and it is saying that it is going in the right way or bad way, it is good or bad. That is our requirement. Based on our requirement, we can design the proximity sensors operation. Okay, and we can send this all the information to PC or to any other type of logical systems also. Okay, by using internal network mode. Okay, right. Next. Right. With this, we have completed the proximity sensors operation. In the next class, we will see the displacement behavior also. Okay. So the same proximity sensor operation, we are using sometimes displacement also. So the most important concept, measurement of displacement. Already we have covered that displacement concept in the 5th unit of the transducers. Again, we are going to discuss in the next video lecture. Thank you.